missed a game in 4 years, so not playing was tough, but I'm glad to be back at an important time.
And then Bosa called you probably the most impactful player on the defensive line because you take up so much space. You're able to move offensive linemen over and open holes for him. What does it speak to you to hear that from arguably the defensive player of the year this year?
Definitely the defensive player of the year this year, but I love playing with the guys, and we have a great group. We're close, and we play for one another. So we don't have any selfish guys. So of course, something like that would come from a teammate of mine, giving somebody else credit, which we all do for each other. So that's a great compliment.
And then one last one. Kyle was talking earlier this week about how these last two games, and sometimes it's easy to slack off. You already have the division wrapped up, but it's an opportunity to get better. What is it about this team and the mindset to keep pushing forward and keep trying to strive to be the best every single week?
You can't let your opportunities pass you. We made it to the playoffs, but we only, beyond that, you only guarantee one playoff game. So we've done a lot of work this far, and we can't slip now. We got to keep going, keep getting better. We want to be hitting our stride, head into the playoffs. So, it's not time to slack. We know what it's like to make a run deep in the playoffs, and you got to be hitting your stride. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, 91. All your life, you have known that this 49ers-Raiders rivalry is heated, even down to the fan base. You know that. That said, whether it's high school, college, pro, what is your biggest rivalry?
My biggest rivalry?
Mm-hmm.
In all of sports?
In high school, college, pro, just the rivalry that just strikes a nerve.
That's tough. I mean, they're different at different levels. High school is home turf. There's obviously more eyes and bigger stage once you're in the league. I'm gonna go high school though, because we shared a field with our rival school. So
how does that dynamic work?
Yeah, they had some home games, we had home games. So every time we played them, it was pretty heated.
We'll set the table.
Sheldon versus Pleasant Grove High School.
Okay, all right. So so things get a little edgy on the day of the game. Like, okay, we're gonna.
No, we used to smack them though.
Is that right?
Yeah, we used to smack.
Every game, scoreboard.
Yeah, I never lost to them. So, but it was heated. The fans and the families have fun with it.
A little chirping during the game, like better luck next year or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, high school. It's passionate. People are passionate about that, so it's definitely fun.
Eric, Kyle was talking yesterday about how Nick might start, if he was breaking a huddle, he might kind of be behind you, just behind or wherever he is. But then they don't know if he's going right or left, and then that can mess with who's going to chip in. Anyway, do you see that dynamic play out a lot, or is that rare?
Yeah, he definitely picks and chooses what side he wants to go to.
Yeah.
Certain matchups, and people are keying up on him. So if he winds up, in the same area every time, it's easy to kind of know where he's going to be and keying on him. So definitely got to mix it up.
Do you see the offense scrambling in those scenarios? Like, okay, he's over on the left. We thought he was going to be on the right. This scramble.
I don't know if they're like scrambling or panic, but a coach might have a chip, and they're expecting him to be on the right, so they might set the chipper to the right, but it comes out on the left. So it might, it helps keep them on their toes and stuff. But like I said, if you just sit there, then they can kind of know where you're going to be the whole game.
Nick's leading the league in sacks and QB hits and second in TFLs. He's the best player on the best defense right now in the NFL. What will it take for another defensive player to win the MVP?
I don't think there's too much you can do at this point. I mean, you got 2 games left, so if one of the guys who are in the conversations has a crazy game, gets a bunch of sacks and stuff, might help, but it's going to be tough.
Eric, Javon Kinlaw after the game said that you're the player that he watches when he's watching the game, when he's not in, watches everything you do, thinks you don't get enough respect. How does that make you feel?
That's my little homie, so I want to be a great example for him, and him being a young player in the league, finding his way, and becoming a better and better player. So I feel like it's my responsibility to help him with that, being a veteran. So it's definitely a great compliment, but it's just our relationship.
How did he look in his 16 snaps?
He did good. I was proud of him. you know, being off for that amount of time and coming back is definitely tough. And I think he did a great job. And, you know, I'm excited the more and more he gets to play, and, you know, especially on this run, we're going to need him.